Welcome back, Shapeshifters. Today's episode is all about the mysticism and magic of African American line dances. So let's get into it. So many of you, if you've looked online lately, are seeing this viral sensation of line dancing. Line dancing is something that we know originated, obviously, like every form of dance in the continent, but we know that it is something that has come over and used as a practice by Africans in America. And this traces itself all the way back to the ring shout and through the way that Africans in America express and syncretize their own spirituality through Christianity, because that was the form of worship that they were able to do under the system of chattel slavery. We know that moving in sync, moving in rhythm, as a polyrhythm, as a form of the drum, because they also were denied the drum, has been used as safe spaces of the cipher, as we see in hip hop, as liberatory spaces of collective healing and collective care. When you think about a herd, we know the power of the stampede in sync on the ground, actual the tapping on the earth is actually creating a level of energetic resonance, creates an entire force field that is being conjured up through the power of the foot touching the earth. When you think about African spirituality, we know that traditionally it is something that is practiced outside. That yes, we have shrines, but the first shrines are always in nature. We are singing along in unison. We're creating music. Music is creating a frequency. And so these line dances literally become a place of ceremony. And so the fact that we are now living in this 2025 timeline, the year of the 9, the year of death and rebirth, when you look at the numerology of what 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals, the year that in the Yoruba calendar, we have been taught that this year we need to be protecting our ori, protecting our mental health, living in a fascist regime where we are seeing changes in the political and economic climate that we've never seen before. And all of this is creating this sense of chaos. The head chief in office in America is literally the king of chaos. His role is to distract and create spaces of disorientation, the thing that gets you dizzy off the course. And also at a space where you hear Africans in America saying very loud and clear, listen, we've been the canaries in the coal mine. We told you the government was corrupt years ago. We told you the police were corrupt. We told you that the government spending was off. Nothing that is being told right now has been new. We have been stating this. There is scholarship, articles, conferences, convenings written all about freedom fighters lost. This has been the story. And yet our cries, our shouts, our support has been consistently ignored or used for the benefit of others. And so many Africans in America are saying, you know what? We're going to sit this one out. We're going to sit this one out. We're going to let y'all do your thing. We see you out there on the front line, on the picket line. Go girl, get it. But yeah, I'm going to sit this one out, because when I was on the front line, I looked to my left, I looked to my right. I didn't see you, boo. And so now I'm going to reclaim my time and I'm going to reclaim my power. And in that reclamation, we also see African Americans in the South, when we have to pay homage to the South, because we know that this is always been the cultural and spiritual center of African American expression. And it is no coincidence that these are the people claiming space, taking space in the outdoors, recreating the ring shout, recreating the ceremony in the dirt, right? On the red clay earth of the South, these places that have been spaces of degradation and exploitation of the earth and natural resources and chattel slavery and stealing land from Native Americans and bloodshed. And they are literally creating ceremony in real time together. They are energetically stabilizing and rooting a frequency of pride, of Black joy, of Black liberation, of Black creativity, and Black self-expression, not going against, but actually reclaiming. And when you think about the circle and you think about the pebble that goes into the ocean and all the concentric circles that the ripple effect, we are feeling that ripple effect. And that is why it is catching fire, if you will, in an all-time viral place where everybody wants to now come together to be in communion, that Black people are saying we want to move together. We want to dance to the same beat. We want to get in line with one another. We want to put our boots on the ground. We want to clap and ring shout. We want to get free. We're reclaiming these spiritual spaces in real time and counteracting them, saying that we can go into our spiritual toolbox, just like we can go into our economic toolbox, our academic toolbox, our political toolbox, but we're centering our spiritual toolbox in a very unique way. And so even though there are some Northerners and, the educated folk who gonna look down and be like, them just a bunch of country people dancing, for those of us who have eyes to see and ears to hear, we see that it's so much deeper than that. The people of the South have always been the ones who call us back to a part of our African spirituality that the Northerners like to sometimes forget. And so I just found that very interesting. And so I would recommend you learn to dance. Get in line, get into the dance, because there is so much power in moving together, let alone just the power of movement in and of itself and what it is able to do to your nervous system in these times, that it's not just about talking the talk anymore. The somatic practice of embodiment. We have to now embody the teachings. We have to move our bodies. We have to breathe. We have to sing. We have to shout. We can't just be up in our heads and on devices. We can't just be talking. We have to be living. We have to be breathing embodiments of this medicine. And that's what this is. This is a medicine, and we have the antidote, and we have everything that we need, because we can come together and form our own sacred circle. And within that circle is all the answers. And so we're being called back to that. So as that's happening in the metaphysical realm, that also is broadcasting out new forms of imagination for Black futurism around the world. So that's what I got for you today, Shapeshifters. I know it was short and sweet, but I thought that this was just something I'd like to drop on you. Keep listening for more, and I'll talk to you next week. Until then, keep shifting. Thank you for tuning in today, Shapeshifters. Your presence means the world to me, and I deeply appreciate you being here. If something resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Leave a comment and spread the love by sharing with others. Until next time, keep shifting.